Because we got a movement here. We got a movement, we got a structure, we got a foundation, and no man in here, including myself, is big as the machine, or is as great as the machine. And I say that because we come together week after week after week. I know it's a lot of you all's first time coming, and I, for real, hope that it's not your last, because we come to unify, we come together because we understand that it's power in unity. We understand that numbers are more effective than singular. You know, we talk about it all the time. You know what I mean? If two of you would have to go and rake a football field, and we stand back and watch y'all gonna be there all night. But if we grab rakes and help y'all, how quick would the process be? That's the same thing in the movement. The same thing in the movement. How quick could we build if we unify? You know, it seems like everybody can come together except for us. Everybody can help one another except for us. So where we at? Not only with ourselves, where we at with our families? Where we at with our children? Where we at with our spouse? Where we at in life? Where we at? So I ask this, and I ask that it penetrate the heart, because if it penetrates the heart, then it'll regulate the mind, right? We spiritual beings first. I ain't talking about religion. We spiritual, meaning that we can feel, you know? And I'm going to give you a quick example of spirituality. It's probably the best example that you ever going to hear. When you get ready to walk out the house and you go into the store and some told you, man, look in those pants pockets. But you right away brush it off. And you go on and go ahead and get to the store. But when you get to the store, the lady tell you, all right, $12.75. And you pat your pocket. First thing you say, wow, something told me to look in them pants. That's spirituality. That's what God communicates with us. That quick, that fast, in that small, still voice. Because she said something very important to me. She said, what you going to give them that they haven't heard before? What can you tell them? I'm sure y'all done heard it all. All the quotes, all the sayings. She said, come from the heart. So that's what I'm here to do today. Come from the heart. I'm about to keep it real, man. And I want to tell y'all, by show of hands, raise your hand if you know anyone that's incarcerated, been in prison. Me as well. And the guy I'm going to tell you about, his name is Julian. Guy was selling drugs. His first bid, he did 6 months. He said, hey, during that bid, he said, it's something I need to change. I need to change something on how to be a better drug dealer. Did you hear what I just said? On how to be a better drug dealer. So he said, I need to change the things I do. So, got home, he changed the things he did. Smoking weed, hanging out, drinking with the fellas, riding around, bumping his music. He changed that, but he continued to sell drugs. 2 years later, Shadu got locked up again for drugs. Again, he told himself, what am I doing wrong? Something I'm doing. I'm not doing something right. He said, I changed the things I did. What I need to do now? He said, you know what? I'm going to change the places. I'm going to change the places. Quit going out to the clubs. Quit hanging out in this neighborhood. He changed the things. He changed the places. Continue to sell drugs. 6 years later, in 1996, he was caught again for selling drugs. This time the federal rallies picked him up. Federal rallies in federal prison. The feds picked him up this time. On a short note, his brother got sentenced to life in prison. You know what life in prison is in the feds?
All day. All day.
No. You know what your out date say?
All day. Yeah.
Deceased.
That's right.
That's your out date. Deceased. I went on the run. eventually,
He was on the run.
eventually, get caught up. So it's 3 things you gotta do. Tell, which is snitching. Go to trial, accept the plea, or cop out to the 20 years.
Cop out.
She do copped out to the 20 years. Couldn't tell. Because one thing you got to understand, if you take, whether it's 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, to build a name, which is H was talking about, we got to come together as a whole to build something. And you take 10 years to build this name, higher education, and you're going to tear it down in 30 seconds just to tell?
Yeah.
No way impossible. Take the plea. 20 years. So during that time of incarceration, you say, now, I didn't change things. I didn't change places. What else do I need to do? But this time, he wasn't thinking about being a better drug dealer. He was thinking about going out and help and talk to the youth. Help somebody before they won't be in the predicament he was in. So he said, I need to change people, places, and things. People, places, and things if you want to make a change. But now, you can change people, places, and things. You can live in Detroit, Michigan, and say, I'm going to move on the west side, or I'm going to move to Cincinnati, or I'm going to move to Lima. But the situations, the pressure is still there. What's the biggest thing you got to do? You got to change your mindset.
Stay focused.
You can change people, places, and things all day. But if you don't change your mindset, then you ain't going nowhere. You got to change your mindset. So, during that 14 years, you hurt more than just yourself. You got a family. You got kids. You might even have a woman or a wife when you left. Now she got to pay them bills. You no longer out there to help her. Your kids is growing up without you.